Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 42 of the Get Your Goals Annual Challenge. Today we're talking about the P in the SOAP framework, and the P stands for progress. How do you know if the action that you took yesterday is moving you toward what you want or away from what you want? And so what we want to do is, today's tool is to think of a way to track and keep track of the activities that you do, the actions that you take in order to see if you're moving toward what you want or away from what you want. Progress means we're moving toward what we want. So what I decided to do, I started a gratitude journal, right? And it can be super simple tracking process, or it can be a really complicated one. I say the simpler it is, the easier it is to do, the more likely it is that you will do it. I thought about finding a tracking app on my phone and going into that every day and checking off that I did my gratitude journal. But instead, I just took my gratitude journal, I stuck a Post-it note on it, and I put February and a little hatch mark. That means that I did it today, and today is the 11th, but I started on the 10th. So I'm going to put a little 10th above that, and then every day I'll just put a hatch mark to hold myself accountable to writing in my gratitude journal. I could date it and then I could check off and go back, but the point is to remind myself to do it every single day. Or I could do something as easy as taking a calendar and putting an X through the date. This is actually last year's calendar, so I'm not going to do it, but I could just put an X on the calendar. I used to do that when I was counting down to important events or vacations or things when I was younger. And that's a great strategy for keeping track of and holding myself accountable to making sure I did the thing I was going to do. I would do it when I was dieting and things like that when I was younger. So today, what's our action item? Find a way to track your progress. Track whether you're making progress or not. It's really easy when we're doing things like losing weight or not, right? We can weigh ourselves once a week and write the weight down. Or we can check in with it. It's harder with emotional things because we're dealing with how do we feel about something. Do we feel like we're moving toward what we want, or do we feel like we're not moving toward what we want? Some things are super easy to determine. Either I did my gratitude journal or I didn't, right? So that's a very objective, did it or not, yes or no, check or no check. And if I miss some checks, what am I going to do to remind myself to get back on track with that? That's what I'm doing. So your action item today is to think of what you can do. And then if the action that you took yesterday had no impact or didn't make you feel better, don't do that. Pick a different action and do that. Don't automate or anything until you're sure if you're making progress or not. Today it's about determining whether what you did, the action that you did, moved you toward what you want or not. And if it did, do more of it. If it didn't, stop doing it, right? Questions about this, hit me up. If you need some ideas on how to track the thing that you're wanting to do, let me know. I'm pretty creative about coming up with stuff. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Have an absolutely fantastic day.